Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Robothought Zero to Hero series C++ coding in Arduino Mega. Guys, we are on lesson number 29 Arduino C++ order of mathematical operators. I am going to show you how the order of operators works in your sketch, in your code, right? So basically, let's try to understand the order of operations considered by your Arduino while performing certain number of calculation using various methods and functions. So the first one, obviously, it's a parenthesis, right? So that's the basic thing which you will be working on when you start coding, and then you will use multiplications, divisions and percentage and stuff like that, and addition and subtractions and kind of thing. So if there are multiple operations next to each other in your code, they will be computed from left to right. That is how it works, from left to right. So that is the sequence of the program which runs, similar to how it runs from top to bottom, right? It starts from your initiation of the one-time setup, and then it goes into the loop and kind of thing. That's the way even the mathematical operation works. It's obviously it runs from left to right at the beginning itself. So let me show you. Let me write some code and show it to you, and try to explain how this basically the calculation and the mathematical operators work in your control statements of your Arduino code, right? Say for example, int c semicolon void setup, close the parenthesis, and then we will open a curly bracket with a serial dot begin with a speed of 9600 semicolon, and then let's come out of the curly bracket, say void loop, close parenthesis, and then open a curly bracket again. And now let's say some kind of mathematical stuff, anything. Say for example, c equals to 2 multiplied by say 3, and then divided by, let's put one more, say inside the bracket, say 2 plus 1, okay, and then say plus 4, like this. Now let's say serial dot print ln. Now what do we want to print? We want to print c, right? So basically how it will work is that the number inside the parenthesis, that is 2 plus 1, this one, right? This is the first program which is going to run as soon as your control statement comes from void setup to void loop. The first calculation will happen whichever is mentioned inside this parenthesis, all right? And then it goes from here till here plus 4, and then goes back like this. So that is how this entire system works, right? So we also discussed about from left to right calculation will be performed, but first the multiplication and then the division, right? It's the same way. It's almost the same way, but whichever you specify with the bracket inside, keep a note of this, guys. It's very important. This is the first one which is going to calculate, but end of the day, whatever the result you get is going to be the same. But I'm just showing it to you so that you understand how this multiple operators, if you put in your code, which one is going to run first. You might have this question, and it's always better to understand how the logical sequencing works in Arduino or in C++ programming. All right, guys. So that's it for this particular lesson, and I'm going to come back to you soon with more number of videos. And do give me a thumbs up and a like, and do leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll be glad to address that. Goodbye.